What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of Draft to Glory. It is Wednesday at 6 PM and EA have not only just released a brand new team of the week, but they have also released a whole bunch of brand new man of the match cards. We have got some packs in store. Ooh, there's some promo packs. I wonder if we can get the orange cards out of this. We can't. Wow, I got that Chiellini though. What's up? Yeah, so I've got the two 15k packs from the pre-order, which we'll open today. And we've got the rare mega pack that I got for free for the amount of times I logged in. It is untradeable, but it could contain free packs and coin unlocks. And we'll open that in due course at the end of today's video, which is awesome. But what I'm most looking forward to doing, guys, or most looking forward to getting here is potentially some orange cards in draft. And into the draft we go, guys. So 15k to enter, some new legends available compared to last time. You know I'm taking that 4-3-2-1. I tell you who I really want here, guys. Orange Walcott, orange Heung-min Son. I don't really care for the blue cards. I'll take Aguero because I'm thinking to go BPL here. So we'll take the left forward and right forward slots. We do get Ronaldo. So I will take Ronaldo as he does, he can fit into the team pretty much anywhere. I would love the orange Walcott here. Come on, EA, be good. We get 98 Messi. I can't complain about that. He gives a link to Aguero. I'm going to take the reserves and maybe the bench to see if I can get these orange cards. Come on, EA, hook me up, man. I'll take that Florenzi. It's a really good card. If we don't start him, we can use him as a super sub. Oh, wow. And we get Bonaventura there as well, who would give a strong link into Florenzi. So that's pretty damn decent, not gonna lie. Wow, we get Mertens as well. Ben Yedder would probably be the smart choice here, but I don't really want to go with a smart choice. Like, he would obviously get a good link. He would give Ronaldo 7 chem, Messi 7 chem, he'd get 10 chem, but he does have a better version, a higher rated version. And Dries Mertens, I'm going to take the Calcio A dudes. Let's just do that. I don't know why I did that. I want the orange cards. I don't care about anything else right now. I just want the orange cards. We'll take Cancelo. I'll do the bench last. I'll do the rest of the team first. There's still an opportunity for us to go, wow, that Robben card. I guess we take Andre Gomes because he gets a strong link into Ronaldo and into Messi, right? But yeah, there's an orange Schweinsteiger. We're going to take Andres Iniesta there. Look at that, I've got 3 Team of the Years. The one occasion where I don't care for Team of the Years, and this is just throwing me up mental amounts of Team of the Years. Now, do I take Hamsik here? Because Hamsik will allow us... No, because we've got Bonaventura for the secondary midfield spot. So we'll take... Thiago would be strong link into Ronaldo. Gabby would be strong link into Iniesta. So we'll put Gabby in. And then our last midfielder, come on, give me Modric or Cruz. If we're going for orange, sorry, look at that. Torre has an orange card. We get Paul Scholes. What a team this is turning out to be. What a team this is turning out to be. Let's swap those two around like that. And there you go. We get perfect chem on everyone and not quite on Aguero. We already have the right back as Cancelo, but I'll take a Dani Alves Team of the Year. I'll also take a Kyle Walker. Ooh. Abate gets that perfect link into Bonaventura. We could put Iniesta central centre midfield. Do I take Abate or do I take Walker? Let's take Abate. Let's take him. We'll put Cancelo in there for now, just because it suits the team now. But we can quite easily change that around. If we can get that in-form Chiellini, the brand new one, we can't. So we'll take... I'll take Abdenur. Wait, who's taller and better work rates? 6'1 medium high. 6'2 high. We'll go with Savic, I think. Better well-rounded card. I could have taken the Italian defender there as well. I purposely decided against it. I'm actually a little bit salty that it doesn't seem like we're going to get an orange card. I really was interested and looking forward to picking one of them up. But it just doesn't seem to be the case. I suppose here we could go with Luke Shaw because he'll get that strong link off of Paul Scholes. And then it's just a centre-back that we need to get a strong link to. We don't. Did we take a goalkeeper? We didn't. Have we got a Spanish goalkeeper here? We haven't. We'll take Perrine. because we can go with Calcio A players some way. In fact, like we could do this, right? We could swap him over there. Oh no, because we need Paul Scholes for the left back now. All right, let's do the bench. We'll figure that out. We need a decent goalkeeper. We need a La Liga goalkeeper, really. Oh god. I mean, I've got a Spanish goalkeeper, which will probably be helpful. Bumps up to 97 chemistry, but I don't particularly want to use a silver in the squad. Mario Gaspar, Alex Vidal, Musacchio. Musacchio is definitely a better defender, but doesn't actually help the team very much. I would probably rather do that and that, to be perfectly honest. I hope in our final pick we get a goalkeeper. Otherwise we could be in a bit of trouble. We're going to take Chris Smalling here as well, because Smaldini is going to go in here. Everyone gets the links here on the left. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the defence and midfield around. For the sake of the goalkeeper, I think it's probably the best thing to do. We're going to do that, and then we're going to put Abate in at right back. Actually, we'll take a look. 5'8" high medium, 5'11" high medium. So we'll put Abate in at centre back instead of Florenzi. And that is, I mean, that looks like a decent team, right? Okay, so we're going to be putting, Iniesta on the bench, but I think to have a goalkeeper in goal is probably more important than having Savic and Iniesta in the team. We could just keep Iniesta on the bench, no big deal. The midfield looks, in fact, we could probably put Iniesta in. No, Ronaldo needs that double link, doesn't he? Yeah, Ronaldo needs a double link, so we couldn't do that. What do we have here? Let's take Engine Chem style from Vasquez there. 3 spots to go. Come on, EA. Give me an orange card. Just one orange, man. No oranges. I'll take Martial as the sub. Got 2 spots left. 1 orange. It's not too much to ask for. They've just been put into packs. We get Gareth Bale. Now, I could take Bale and play him up at striker and then put Iniesta back into the team. And then Ronaldo would get the links and Messi would still get the links. Alternatively, I could take Neymar and put him up front and put him at, yes, no, that's much better because of the way the chem works. We're going to take Neymar, we're going to throw Neymar in here, we're going to swap those 2 around, and then we're going to put Iniesta back into here. Now, although the chemistry for the whole team is a little lower, it's at 97, if we do get the right manager, we will get it up to 100. A La Liga manager will get it to 100, and Ronaldo only needs 3 chemistry. He doesn't need the bonus chem. So that's much better for me. Right, let's do chem styles. So we want Hunter on him. I want engine, potentially, if we've got 2 engines. If not, snipers. All right, let's do shadows. The 2 blue attackers aren't really that relevant. Basic Catalyst, basic Hunter. Let's give Hunter to Bonaventura. We'll keep Hunter on Iniesta as well. We'll give Maestro to Paul Scholes. We'll give Engine. It's annoying. I don't have that many defensive with pace. I don't have any anchors or anything. We'll put Shadow on the centre back. We'll keep Guardian on. Wait, do I have Sentinel? I do have a Sentinel, don't I? We'll put Sentinel on him. I don't mind Backbone on Florenzi. And I don't mind Sentinel on Shaw. I would prefer pace on Shaw, actually. So we'll give Catalyst to Shaw, like so. So Sentinel, Shadow. What are my 2 centre backs? Smalling and yeah, Smalling needs a Shadow card because I want that pace boost. So the last pick here is going to be. Can we get an orange? No, we get no orange throughout the whole thing. That's really frustrating. I'm not going to lie. Like, we had potential here to be able to pick up an absolutely insane team, and we have been shafted of our opportunities. Which is slightly disappointing. I'm not going to lie. Let's get him into the team. I felt like we've drafted good here, though, guys. What do you reckon? Do you reckon this is a good draft? I personally believe this is a solid draft. I know you guys have very different opinions to me when it comes to good draft versus bad draft. But although we're not going to be like the super highest rated draft or anything, I think it's going to be a 189 at best, maybe only a 188 even. Yeah, it's going to be a 188. But that team, Neymar, Ronaldo, Messi, Iniesta, this Bonaventura card is big, dude. 5'11", high medium, Really well-rounded stats. Paul Scholes, the legend, obviously. Very, very great card. Defense is solid. Full of absolutely overpowered players. A La Liga Santander manager is a must, though. And we didn't get one. So, he stays 97. He stays 97. It's going to have to be the Portuguese manager that we take. Puts us up to 98 chemistry. But more importantly, gives Ronaldo that one extra individual chem point, which is worth more than the 2 extra team chemistry points. So this is the team, guys, we're going to take into the draft. The chemistry is decent all round. The team is solid as hell. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay, guys, as we get into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got an 88 rated 97 chemistry team. Some key players in there. Bale, Ronaldo, Neymar, blue PK, blue Toni Kroos, the team of the group stage, Felipe Luis, inform Godin, inform Marcelo at centre mid, which is actually a really good centre mid, Gabby, Hector Bellerin, and then the goalkeeper. And things started off pretty badly for me in this game. I gave up a very silly penalty. He cut in down the line with Bale. I tried to slide him to stop the cross. He managed to get the cross in, ended up sliding through his Gareth Bale, and a much-deserved penalty it was. I was actually surprised it wasn't a red card. It probably could have been and possibly should have been a red card. It was a horrendous tackle. And my opponent here, he was very good. I was resigned to potentially losing this game. Obviously, I never give up. I always do my best. Always try my best to perform. But this guy, he was really good in possession. He was creating good opportunities, and you know, he was really strong defensively as well. I ended up pulling the game back to 1-1. However, almost straight after, he gets in behind there. Defended it pretty well. Keeper didn't react enough before it went out for a corner. He whips in the corner there, and I believe it was who is that? Godin gets up for the header and pops that one in the back of the net to make it 2-1 very late in the game. So again, I resigned myself to being like, you know what, a first round exit is coming. However, he made a mistake in the box, tried to pass it out of play very late in the game in the 83rd or 84th minute or such. And instead of passing it out and keeping hold of the ball, he got a little bit too cocky, ended up giving me the ball back, giving me the possession back, and I tied the game up. And I think he was so frustrated after that he just let his guard down after that. I found the last 5-6 minutes of the game like super easy. I started carving him open, and eventually I got in behind here with Forsberg, who I brought on as a sub, and he drills that one to the near post just minutes after making it 2-2 to take the game to 3-2 to me, and I eventually won the game 3-2. And you'll see by the match stats, 3 saves for my goalkeeper, 3 saves for his goalkeeper. There were a lot of shots though. It was just like a lot of blocked shots. 6 shots, 5 for him. He had more possession, better passing. As I said, it was a tough game. He could have won it, you know. And again, if I'd have got a red card early on, he probably would have won it. But I got fortunate. I got a slice of luck on my side. We go into the next game against a 187 team, a really, really well put together team. Casemiro, the team of the year, Ramos, Varane, strong defense. Inform Willian, inform Ibra, inform Sanchez, inform Arnautovic. Really strong team. And this was a game, it was an interesting game for me. It was a difficult game for the wrong reasons. This is one of those games that I made difficult on myself by, like, lowering my ability. I know it sounds weird, but when I come up against somebody who's clearly not like amazing at FIFA, I don't want to disrespect the guy and say he was bad, because he wasn't bad, but when I come up against someone who I can feel that I'm better than, I can feel that they don't understand the way the game works, the way the game mechanics work and stuff, I tend to play sloppy, like horrible FIFA. What a goal that was from Casemiro, by the way. I tend to typically play just really garbage FIFA when I play against worse players. And this game, it was just a struggle for the wrong reasons. Like I say, I went 1-0 up, he pulled it back. I went 2-1 up, and then eventually he ended up pulling it back. And the reason why I kept pulling it back is because I was playing silly FIFA. I was trying to like outdo his stupidity. It doesn't make sense unless you like experience what I'm saying and know exactly what I'm saying. If you never experienced it, where you play against someone so bad that you end up just playing bad. Again, not saying he was so bad, but just in general, like typically for your guys, like to understand, then yeah, you wouldn't know what I'm saying. But if you've ever played like a Division 10 game and the guy is just so bad and you're just playing so bad as well, you'll understand where I'm coming from. He ends up equalising again with Casemiro. Eventually, I got back in front again, 74th minute, cut inside with Neymar there, did some good work, played it through to Lionel Messi. Messi with a shot on the goal. I went 1-0 up, it pulled back to 1-1. I went 2-1 up, pulled back to 2-2. I went 3-2 up, You never guess what? He pulled it back to 3-3 late on in the game. Again, like, look at my defence. My defence is all over the place. I'm defending poorly with Luke Shaw. I let him in behind. It's just really, really bad stuff. Poor clearance as well. Fall to Ronaldo. Great finish. 3-3. So we're in a position now where I should be winning and I could potentially lose this game. I didn't want to lose this game. I got my head screwed on. We end up getting a free kick in the 115th minute. Could have shot the free kick straight away. End up laying it off to Lionel Messi, who pops it in the back of the net again to make it 4-3. And why this game is interesting is because my opponent was chasing me this whole game. He was constantly behind, got it back. Constantly behind, got it back. And you'll see he had a lot of shots. I think we both had a lot of shots in this game. He did create an obscene amount of chances. Not as many as me. Had way more shots, way more shots on target, way more possession, better passing. But, you know, it could easily have gone either way. And I showed the saves there because the keepers didn't make many saves based on how many shots there were because of how many blocks were put in. It was crazy. Unfortunately, my daughter turned my computer off whilst I was recording in the third game. I got a 2-0 rage quit. So we come up against this opponent in the final, and I recognised his team name straight away, Paid to Lose. And so as I'm conceding the goal, you'll see me concede the first goal. I press the pause button on purpose because I want to see his gamer tag. And it was what I thought it was. It was a top 100 player, not even a top 100 player. It was a player who is, I think, currently last month finished 54th in the world. And this weekend just gone finished 99th in the world. And much like the last game, this game finished 4-3 and it was 1 goal, 1 goal, 1 goal, 1 goal, 1 goal, 1 goal, and then the final goal. But unfortunately for me, it was against me on this occasion. A great game. And in the last game, I played against a player who wasn't that great. He wasn't bad, as I said. He wasn't great. He wasn't bad. A run-of-the-mill FIFA player. And I struggled because of, I lowered my game quality. For whatever reason, I don't have the same focus levels of when I play against someone who's good. I came up against this opponent and I knew he was good. I knew he was a strong opponent. And I raised my game. And I gave him one hell of a good game. I just felt quite unlucky and unfortunate with how the goals went in. The first goal, I got the block in, but I didn't... Like my player took an auto touch, so I wasn't able to get hold of the ball. The second goal there, the keeper makes a save, and my defender lunge heads for the ball, allowing his midfielder to pick it up and put it back into the box. Just, you know, stuff that's controlled by the AI. Just unfortunate things. But I kept slaving away. I was trying my best to stay in the game. Usually when I play against people that I know are good and I go behind, I quite often collapse. You know, I end up going all out attack or whatever. I end up just doing silly things and I collapse. But on this occasion, I pulled it back to 2-2. Unfortunately, straight off the kickoff. Look at what I've done there. That's me controlling a Barte 20 yards up the field too high. So once he gets in behind there with Dybala, he's just got space and time. And again, it was a little unlucky. I got a couple of feet, you know, a couple of tackles in that fell back to him. But that was my own stupid fault for taking my centre-back way out of position. I do eventually get back into the game at 3-3. He rushes his pass out here with Rooney. I'm trying to read where he's going. I read that he cut inside. The ball comes back to Paul Scholes. Lovely little ball roll into Ronaldo with a beautiful finesse shot to the far post. And at 3-3 with 13 minutes to go, I genuinely believed I had it in me to win this game. I was on the offence. I gave up a silly pass. I tried a driven pass on the inside. I ended up giving up possession. And after that, he managed to get the passes in before I can get the foot in. And look at what I'm doing again. I've run Chris Smalling 20 yards up the field where he shouldn't be. And he punished me for it. And a lovely goal as well to win the game. So we end up losing this one 4-3. But I've got no complaints. I was actually really happy with how I played. You know, sometimes I let myself down in draft. Sometimes I let myself down in FIFA in general. But on this occasion, I gave a really good account of myself against one of the best players in the world. So I can't be unhappy about that. We got lost narrowly in what was a very even game. So be it. That, guys, is the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. So, guys, as you can see on the screen, the painted dog that we lost to in the final was 99th last week in the world. What a way to scrape in as well. But more impressively, in the last month, we'll take a look at it in this month. Little Bateson there in 96th for last month. The painted dog came, I believe, 54th in the month. There's Cleavers there again. Holy crap, those guys are pretty similar. And there you go, painted dog 54th in the month. We gave him a really good game. I actually felt a little bit just disgusted at a couple of the goals I conceded, especially the first and the third goal that I conceded. Just defensive frailties, like unlucky bounces going against me. It was a really interesting game. It was a fun game to play because he didn't play sweaty or anything like that. Let's have a look where he's if he's in here for this month as well. Yeah, I didn't play sweaty or anything, but like I worked so hard to get back to 1-1. after he scored that garbage goal, or lucky goal or whatever, unlucky in my perspective or whatever. And I worked so hard to get back into it, and then as soon as I scored to get back into it, he just went and scored up the other end straight away again. Doesn't look like he's in it on this one, and unless he's like super high. No, it doesn't look like he made it into the monthlies for this month, but yeah. And then as soon as I got back into 2-2. 5 minutes later, he went and made it 3-3, and then 3-2, and then as soon as I got back into it at 3-3 in like late on, just the worst goal to concede. Like, I don't know, man. The defenders, they let me down a little bit, but what can you do? We get a premium gold players pack and a gold players pack as our rewards. So I'll open the rare mega pack last because it doesn't have any bearing on the series any way, shape or form. Even if we get something good, we won't be able to sell it. So it might make for a video title, but unfortunately it won't actually help the Draft to Glory series at all. And our first pack is pretty garbage. Few high league players, English one, Spanish one, French league one, etc. But that is not a good way to start. However, the informs have been coming out massively in packs today, so maybe we can get an inform. Nothing in this pack. This is going to be, who's that? Willems, good player as well. His team of the, did he have a team of the season last season? I believe he did. It was very nice indeed. And again, no decent silver player there. In general, the pack a little bit garbage. I'm stoked at how well I played against that guy. It actually frustrates me that I can play well against the top 100 all the time, and then when it comes down to it and I come up against somebody who's not so great at FIFA, that's always when I let myself down the most. You know, I always put in solid performances against the best players and not so solid performances against the worst players. So another pile of absolute nonsense in this pack. We'll discard these 3 items because they're not worth anything to us. We'll send the rest to the club. Hopefully the fitness cards will go way back up to like 1,500 coins come the weekend league this time around, depending on what promos are there. And again, are we actually going to get Lovren? Wait, was it Lovren that we got the first pack as well, or like the first 15k pack? That's crazy. A couple more couple more things there. We'll send those 2 up to the trade pile. We will discard all of this. Not worth a damn thing, and we'll send the rest to the club. So now, guys, our free pack. The only good things that can come out of this pack are coin unlocks and free packs, or potentially a draft token. Let's see what we get. Can we get a special card? We can't. We do get a big flare, but it doesn't make any difference. It's going to be Shaqiri. Again, doesn't make any difference. The only thing that's going to be helpful to us in this pack will indeed be... oh, this is the 55k pack as well. Wow, there is nothing in this pack that helps us. This stuff can go. All of this can go because we will literally never use it, nor will we need it. The players, however, I will send into the club. But there you have it, guys. So just a really disappointing result, really. We did really well in the tournament. We came up against one of the best players in the world in the final, and we gave him a good run for his money. And as I say, it's frustrating because I know that I'm capable of playing that high quality FIFA, as I showed in the final here, as I've showed by beating some of the world's best throughout FUT champs over the months. I just need to get my head together when I come up against somebody who purposely tries to frustrate me or gets super lucky in one instance, and it allows me to affect my whole game. Hopefully we can change that in the near future. But guys, this is going to be the end of the video for today. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.